Hello, Cryptonauts, and welcome back to another episode of Cryptocurrency Chat. I am your host, Blockchain John, with my co-host Jake Jabrelli and Crypto Lissa. All right, Jake, it's been about a day and a half that I haven't chatted with you. So what's been going on?
Yeah, I've been pretty deep into my own farm as of late, so I've not really been spending as much time thinking about coin explicitly, other than the coins I deal with my farm. But it's been a pretty good time. I got a new phone, so
Nice. What did you get?
um, Galaxy Fold.
You actually got it. Aww, nice.
This content is for entertainment purposes only. Any comments made by the host, us, or the guests on the show is not financial advice.
Perfect. All right, Cryptonauts. As you can see here on your screen, and for the listeners out there, you can check us out on YouTube, C3 Media. All right, we're getting our top 10 daily stats from CoinGecko.com. We're going to start off with Bitcoin settling at 46,606. Actually, let me refresh this, please. I think we need a refresh.
Get the latest,
Oh, wow, look
settling
at that.
numbers.
As of right now, $46,751.83 with a 7-day loss of 4.1% and a market cap of $884 billion. Number 2, Ethereum settling at 3,666 92 cents with a 7-day loss of 8.2% and a market cap of $435 billion. Number 3, Binance Coin settling at $515.93 with a 7-day loss of 3.5% and a market cap of $86 billion. Number 4, Tether settling at, of course, $1 with a 7-day slight gain of 0.1% and a market cap of $78 billion. Number 5, Solana settling at $170.29 with a 7-day loss of 4.7% and a market cap of $52 billion. Number 6, USD coin settling at $1 with a 7-day slight gain of 0.1% and a market cap of $42 billion. All right, number 7, we have Cardano settling at $1.32 with a 7-day loss of 1.2% and a market cap of $42 billion. Like neck and neck with USD coin.
Very close.
Number 8, XRP settling at 82 cents with a 7-day loss of 13.8% and a market cap of $39 billion. Number 9, Terra settling at $81.93 with a 7-day loss of 4.2% and a market cap of $29 billion. And number 10, Polkadot settling at $26.58 with a 7-day loss of 2.6% and a market cap of $28 billion. All right, Cryptonauts, that there is your top 10 daily stats of the day for what day is it? December 29th, 2021. Just a couple more days before the end of the year. And look at this. We are in a bloodbath nonstop. All right. That's not a bad thing, though. That's not a bad thing. It just means that we're having the end of the year sales right now.
Yeah, December tends to be the time when all the coins fall down. So that's true of stocks. It's not really any different.
Mm-hmm. All right. The entire market cap is at $2.3 trillion, down by 3.6%. Make sure you collect your daily candies up here on the top right corner. Click the little candy jar. I have to log in. Anyways, you can log in. Just collect candies, and you get yourself some awesome free giveaways that CoinGecko provides. All right. Back to you, Jake.
And we appreciate everyone listening in and or watching via YouTube. If you appreciate our content, we would appreciate a like. If you would like to continue watching and or listening to our content, we appreciate a subscribe. That helps the algorithm let us know that you like our content and that it should be promoted more often. The notification bell will tell you that we post every Wednesday and Sunday, but we also post on Thursdays when we're doing interviews. You can check us out on Discord, and we're doing there's always a lot of people involved in Discord on a regular basis. If you want to come, any one of us will be in there anytime. John's pretty much lives in there, so you'll find him in there.
Yeah, pretty
Either
much.
that or on Twitter. On Twitter Live Spaces, the other places where he typically lives. If he's not at work, he's on Twitter. He's probably on Twitter when he's at work. So,
Right.
we're also on Patreon now at $3 and $5 and $10 subscription amount. The higher you go, the more content you get. And then on, if you don't want to donate that way, you can donate via Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance, BAT, or Raven. All the information that I've mentioned is in the description
Below. I just want to plug in one more thing, Jake. I did actually spend the day earlier today making a coin tree. So now we have a coin tree with a bunch of extra additional coins and additional links there. I got to add the Patreon though. That's the one you just brought up. I totally forgot about that one. I'll get that on there though. Now we got it.
We're going to be, I should mention one more thing is we're doing t-shirts here in the new year, and we're going to have some swag for people who come into Discord. You can get stuff like that, and we've been doing airdrops in the past, but there's all kinds of things that we do on a regular basis to encourage engagement with our viewers. We appreciate you guys watching and listening because we wouldn't have a show if no one listened. Absolutely. So thanks for your support.
Thank you. All right, we're going to read news for today from CryptoPotato.com. It's a new website, and let's see what they got. Just want to make sure we're on the same page there, Jake. Confirm that you have the India regulatory watchdogs.
I am looking at the same thing you are.
Perfect. All right. Well, I'll get started with that one then. That is new website, so I got to try to find where everything's at. Let's see. Authored by Chayanika Deka. India's regulatory watchdogs wants mutual funds to refrain from crypto-related NFOs. Huh, what is that? Not new fund offers. Okay.
New fund offers, exactly.
India's crypto saga did not have any significant breakthrough this year as the regulatory climate remained unclear. The country's market regulator feels mutual fee fund houses should not come up with the fund offers related to the cryptocurrency assets. You know what's interesting, Jake? Side note, that you're saying that every author or every author has their own style of writing, and I'm already like trying to understand how this person writes. Okay, continuing on. The SEC and Exchange Board of India chairman Ajay Tyagi reportedly noted that the regulatory entity does not want the domestic mutual funds to develop any crypto-based new funds offers, NFOs, until the government comes up with a digital asset bill. The SEBI chief's remarks on mutual fund investments related to cryptocurrencies comes after an Invesco mutual fund deferred the launch of the blockchain fund due to regulatory uncertainty. Let's see. Earlier, the country's securities regulator approved the Invesco mutual fund to launch its blockchain fund. It was slated to go live for subscription on November 24th. The fund would have been India's first such offering to provide exposure to companies across the world to participate in the blockchain space. Uh-oh. Got a little pop-up here. Okay. It is important to note that the Indian government and the regulators have been supportive of blockchain tech, but not cryptocurrencies. India's relationship with crypto, not much has changed over the past years. The government was set to introduce a crypto bill that sought to prohibit all private cryptocurrencies this year, not once but twice before backing out. Even during the winter session of the parliament, crypto regulation was one of the trending topics. Several policymakers believe that digital currencies may hurt India's macroeconomics and financial stability. India's central bank continued to take an aggressive stance on crypto. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, on the other hand, has mostly stayed away from making hostile comments on the industry and instead highlighted the need for regulation. During his virtual address at the Summit for Democracy, Modi said, quote, We must also jointly shape global norms for emerging technologies like social media and cryptocurrencies so that they are used to empower democracy, not to undermine it. Amid the uncertainty, India's crypto market continues to explode this year. According to Chainalysis report from October, the market grew 641% from July 2020 to June 2021. India was also ranked second with respect to the crypto adoption in August. And that's it. Cool.
Yep.
So
just doing this NFO thing, so new fund offers. That's similar to what ICO or initial coin offers were, but I would say I'm not as much up on India news as I probably should be. being at world news. There's
Right.
definitely a lot going on there. Worked with enough people from India, you'd think I would care more. I have. Anyways, continuing on to the use of replace by fee in Bitcoin transactions skyrocketed in 2021 by author Felix Malin. Would you be willing to overpay to have your stalled Bitcoin transaction processed more quickly? Data shows that you most certainly would. Use of a replace by fee, a transaction feature on the Bitcoin network that allows increasing the fee once the transaction is submitted, more than doubled in 2021, in what may be a sign that Bitcoin adoption has also led to an increased competition among users to put their transactions on the next block. According to statistics compiled by Bitcoin Ops, the use of replace by fee transactions rose from 14% to 28% so far this year. The data shows that out of every 144 Bitcoin blocks, almost 1/3 of the transactions has used the fee boosting option first implemented in 2016 when Green Address, now Green Wallet, started to support this solution. The use of replace by fee did not have a far-reaching impact during the first years of existence. In 2018, it managed to beat the goal of 5% of transactions. It would take another 2 years to reach the usability of 10% of Bitcoin transactions. As early as the third quarter of 2020, the story changed. The user base increased, and the cryptocurrency boom hit the institutional world, and people started sending Bitcoin like crazy. The proportion of replaced by fee transactions touched 15% in October 2020, 20% in April 2021, and closed the year nearing 30% with a peak of 27.5. The trend is clear. The number of RBF, or replaced by fee transactions, is increasing and does not seem to have a clear percentage ceiling in the short term. On the other hand, in terms of daily transactions processed, the network has fallen well below the peak of the nearly 450,000 reached in 2019. Clearly, about 260,000 are processed every day, which already represents an increase in Bitcoin activity of almost 20% since June of this year, and transactions fell less than 200,000 per day in the midst of the price recession. RBF usage is an essential statistic in terms of usability, as it shows a growing interest in fast transaction processing. As more businesses begin to deliver a more Bitcoin-friendly face, options like replace by fee or child pays for parent help create a more flexible system for users. For example, a payment processor, exchange, or service provider can require up to 6 block confirmations to accept a payment. Fee calculation is already something that many wallets offer automatically. Still, in case of an error and urgency of the part of the buyer, the use of replace by fee can save the user from unexpected long wait times. And if paying more for a faster Bitcoin transaction seems insulting to your new Bitcoin-loving friend, perhaps it would be a good idea to let them to keep them away from the more popular NFT projects and DeFi protocols. They've got a point there. Because you can if you'd like to pay more for an Ethereum transaction. I don't know why you would, but you can. Like, dang it, I was trying to transfer $100 and it's only cost me $100. I'll pay $200 to transfer $100 just to get it done.
Yep.
If you're transferring $100, you're probably taking the cheap route, in which case it's not a smart contract. Smart contracts are what cost a lot. But just transferring Ethereum to Ethereum actually isn't that expensive. It can be as cheap as like $5. But yeah, smart contracts, that's the expensive thing, which is what DeFi and NFT things typically are.
All right, next news written by Mandy Williams. FTX US to offer crypto derivatives and NFT services to customers. FTX US, the United States division of global cryptocurrency exchange, FTX.com, revealed today that its customers will soon be able to access crypto derivatives and non-fungible token services on the platform. According to Brett Harrison, the president of FTX US, the exchange is building a self-hosted wallet that will support FTX NFTs and NFT gaming. The crypto exchange is also looking to offer tokenized stocks tradings to US customers. And here's a tweet from Brett Harrison talking about derivatives for US customers, stocks on FTX US, self-hosted wallet supports for FTX NFTs. Continuing on, the idea to offer derivatives to U.S. customers has been in the works for months. In October, FTX US made initial steps to expand its services to include derivatives by acquiring Ledger Holdings, the parent company of LedgerX, a regulated crypto derivative platform. Following the acquisition, the crypto exchange rebranded LedgerX to FTX US Derivatives. Shortly after the deal was finalized, the exchange obtained 3 licenses. These include a CFTC regulated design contract market (DCM), a swap execution facility (SEF), and derivatives clearing organization (DCO) to enable it to offer derivative services to crypto users in the United States. Earlier this month, FTX.com, the parent company of FTX US, announced that its American division had become a member of the International Swaps and Derivatives Association (ISDA). Quote, "We're excited to announce that FTX US is now a member of ISDA. We are looking forward to working alongside ISDA and their CEO Scott O'Malia as we continue to build up crypto derivatives markets in the United States and globally," FTX CEO Sam Bankman-Fried, SBF, said. ISDA is a private trade organization that helps to improve the trading of swaps and derivatives, identify and reduce risk for user derivatives and products. Meanwhile, FTX.com is also looking to expand its product offerings with regulatory compliance. Last week, Bankman-Fried outlined the necessary steps to drive the crypto space forward in 2022, stating that the main issue is that slowing down in the industry growth is regulation. Of course, regulation always slows things down. Yikes.
Yep, that's probably the reason. I don't know. The other comment that he's saying that billionaires should be taxed more. It's kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't you a billionaire? Or do you just like paying taxes? I don't know. All right, continuing on with Dimitar. Oh man, I'm gonna butcher this poor man's last name. Zondas Zorov. Oh, I want to get this right. Dimitar Zanzorov. Right, so
that sounds pretty good. Yeah.
Sounds Russian. Dimitar's author of the Marathon Digital purchased additional 78,000 Bitcoin mining machines for roughly $1 billion, 900 million. One of the largest cryptocurrency mining companies, Marathon Digital Holdings, bought 78,000 Antminer S19 XP miners from Chinese manufacturer Bitmain. To acquire the equipment, the firm spent nearly $1 billion. According to the filing, Securities and Exchange Commission, Marathon Digital Holdings, NASDAQ symbol MARA, will receive the machinery in the second half of 2022. Bitmain will deliver 13,000 units per month in July, August, September, October, November, and December. The equipment is the newest generation Antminer S19 XP miners. Marathon paid $879.06 million for the deal. The news was announced nearly a week ago, but the acquisition price became evident today. It is worth noting that upon disclosing the information back then, Mara's shares jumped 10% in a single day. Wow, they really wanted them to buy that stuff. The company expects its operations to grow to nearly 200,000 Bitcoin miners producing 23.3 exahash per second by early 2023. This should represent a 600% increase from the current production levels. Yeah, well, they're going to spend $1 billion. You better do a lot of increasing there. Mm-hmm. Last month, Marathon Digital revealed its plan to raise $500 million through the issuance of senior convertible notes. The firm explained it wanted to use the proceeds to buy Bitcoin and Bitcoin mining machines. Marathon Digital is not the first publicly traded company to raise debt to purchase amounts of the primary cryptocurrency. NASDAQ-listed giant MicroStrategy has done that on a few occasions, ultimately raising over $1 billion to buy Bitcoin. Earlier this month, the Pennsylvania-based company Stronghold Digital Mining bought 9,080 Bitmain MicroBT mining rigs. Or, pardon me, those are two different types of rigs, Bitcoin and MicroBT. The purchase will allow it to add roughly 826 petahash per second (PHS) to its power generation capacity. Stronghold Digital will receive the mining rigs by the first quarter of 2022, as all of them will be installed in its wholly owned power generation facilities. The firm also admitted it was willing to acquire an additional 54,000 mining rigs with a total hash rate of 5.2 exahashes per second. I don't know why they put this in terms that no one really comprehends. If you don't even know what an exabyte is, exahash means nothing. So be clear, for anyone who doesn't already know, an exahash is 1,000 petahash. Petahash is 1,000 terahash. Terahash is 1,000 gigahash. So 1 exahash is 1 billion megahash. Since most people know what megahash is, and that's typically what GPU miners do, especially when it comes to Ethereum. But on Bitcoin, the typical miner does something in terahashes, like low number terahashes, like 1 to 10 terahashes. That's a typical ASIC miner for Bitcoin. When they're talking about buying tens of thousands of them, that's why they're talking about exahashes. So it's a lot. It's so ridiculously high. The entity announced another deal focused on its long-term strategy. It got into an equipment financing deal with New York Digital Investment Group, NYDIG, for approximately $50 million. The deal is collateralized by purchasing 12,000 S19J Pro Antminers from Bitmain, and Stronghold already has received $18.6 million advance. The latter was confirmed. So I know I went off on a tangent there at the end, but it's important to note that, like I said, the majority of ASIC miners mine in terahashes, low number terahashes. So if you multiply that times 10 to 100,000, that's where you get exahashes out of. The point is, it's a big number.
Big numbers. Okay. Let's head on over to, let's see. While what is that? What is that? BAYC? I already forgot.
Board Ape Yacht Club.
That's right. Spiked 35% in 90 days. Other popular NFT collections plunged in value. This one's written by George Georgiev.
Georgiev, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Georgiev.
The world of NFTs continued to boom as more and more people seem attracted to the idea of scarce digital art. However, while some projects are surging in value, others are on a rather downward slope. Data reveals that over the past 3 months, the floor price, which is the lowest price for a non-fungible token from a certain collection from the Bored Ape Yacht Club NFTs, increased by a considerable 35%. As Crypto Potato reported earlier in December, the floor price for the BAYC NFTs surpassed that of the famed CryptoPunks for the first time in history. At the time of this writing, though, the punks reclaimed the throne for the most expensive NFTs, at least in terms of floor price, which currently sits at slightly over 66 ETH. Nevertheless, it appears that CryptoPunks have lost some 50% of value over the past 90 days. Wow, that's crazy. Other popular collections that have decreased in value include Pudgy Penguins, Hash Mask, Meebits, Loot, and so forth. The Mutant Ape Yacht Club, though, which is a spinoff of the Bored Ape Yacht Club collection, has increased in value by 72.1% in the same period. Yeah, those are actually cool, man. Those are cool. If you haven't checked those out, I think those are so much cooler than the
boards.
The boards, yeah.
Yeah. Mutants are just, they have a lot more fun, not functionality, but intrigue in the images. So kind of get a visual for that, but it's kind of just modified Bored Apes. Still not 100% certain on why everybody's into that. I think it has to do with that well, I'm part of this exclusive club and you're not. That's
Bro,
why it's into
it's got to be money.
I
It's got to be money laundering. It has to be, man. It doesn't make sense why like hundreds of millions of dollars are swapped in NFTs. Like what? Really? No, I don't. I don't know, man.
I all right, you might be right about that. I guess the reason I think it's that way is because I think of it as being um a yeah, exclusivity does have its value, but you're right. There, I mean, money laundering is probably going on with famous paintings too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, continuing on with other news. This is from Duo9. Great little name there. I appreciate that kind of name. It's very simple and easy to say.
Lucky.
Ripple price analysis. This is a really quick Ripple price analysis note here. Ripple price analysis. XRP lost critical support. Where's the next level to watch? So XRP is approaching a key level of support. This is all technical analysis. Maybe you'll get a leg up on this, but this is something I've done myself and never been really good at. But I can kind of see the key points. I think Cryptolissa could probably chime in on this. XRP is approaching a key support level after losing most of the gains from last week. Key support level of like 75 cents, key resistant level of 89 cents to $1. XRP broke below the critical level of 89 cents on Tuesday when most of the crypto market took a downturn. As Bitcoin plunged below $50,000, now the key level is 89 cents, which has immediately turned into the key resistance. On the other hand, the next support lies at 75 cents. As long as overall market sentiment remains bearish, Ripple is likely to retest this key level support, which means touching it again or going back down to it. Technical indicators. Trading volume. This correction has seen a decreasing amount of volume, which indicates a lack of conviction from sellers. Nevertheless, Ripple price has dropped significantly due to the lack of buy pressure. That means people trying to buy the coin. RSI. So the daily RSI has dropped below the 50 points level, and the momentum is clearly on the bearish side. And then the MACD, the daily MACD is about to go through a bearish crossover as long as the short-term downtrend continues. This histogram and moving averages are just a few days away from turning into the negative side. And like I said, these are terms that you would typically find in almost all technical analysis as a person would be looking at the charts. And this is kind of how people figure out where things are going.
Mm-hmm.
You can after watching the market for a while, even if you don't know what RSI and MACD mean, you'll figure out pretty quickly that there are trends within the patterns that you see on thing. And so it's like something is going down. I think the one that I used to use was the 4 hour, and if it was a red candle, which means going down over 4 hours, it was likely to continue at least for the next four. And so if like I said, within technical analysis, this is all about guessing the market. And yes, this is financial advice in a sense. It's technical analysis is trying to predict the market. And so I'm going to give the credit here to Duo9 as the person who's giving the. I'm just reading what he said. Like I said before, I've done this in the past. I'm terrible at it, and so don't take anything I say as financial advice. The bias. The current XRP bias is bearish, meaning it's going down. And a retest of the critical support is very likely considering the current market conditions. Short-term prediction for XRP price. XRP has failed to maintain its price in the most recent rally and erased weeks of gains. XRP was badly affected by the overall sentiment, which places it on a clear path back to the next critical support down at 75 cents. Now, I want to make a further comment on this, and that is to say, because John and I read the top 10, we are definitely seeing the depression or decline of Ripple or XRP. It's just by reading where it's going, you can see by the percentages over the last 7 days how well it's performing. And every single time we read that, we keep seeing XRP is falling.
Right. Where's it at?
Even this chart shows it's been falling for quite some time, since the beginning of November. It had a little bit of rally in that chart there, right above where it says technical indicators, but it just fell right back down again. So the guy's saying it's probably going to hit the 75 cent mark. by the way that the angle of the fall is. Like the previous fall from the beginning of November down to December 13th was a pretty shallow fall. It was continuous. And then it turned back up again when the whole market turned back up. But then when it fell hard. And that's why he's saying it's going to go down and hit the support, probably break through it. But what the support means is where the last like 5 or 6 times did the market hit a lower mark. And you can kind of see in that drop before it started going back up again, that line was painted, that lower 75-cent line was painted through several different points where the bottom of the market hit. It hit one went really far down, but it came back up. One of them it's a green, but it's a down green, and it and the other down red were the support. So they're trying to figure out a level where this is likely to go. I would not be surprised, having watched the markets for a very long time when it comes to crypto, that they're talking about this key resistance level being 75 cents. I would not be surprised to see that happen. I mean, personally, when I've sold and purchased coin on the market, just to get back to fiat, I watched these trends, and they help me determine where I should probably sell. I will never sell if I'm going to sell at the level. I tend to sell before that if I'm going to do it. But this, like I said, this is just me. This is just what I do. Please do your own research. Please, figure it out for yourself. If you want to know how to do it, I'm not offering any advice on what to do. I'm just giving my opinion on what I've done. So, and this guy's just trying to help people figure out where XRP is probably going to go. Because, I mean, if you're investing in it, if you ask John,
Yeah.
what's the policy? What's our policy?
Yeah,
We say
yep.
at the end of
Stack
every single
sats and hodl. Stack
Yeah,
sats and hodl.
that's the only thing. The only financial we give is to just hold forever. So, and if you asked Warren Buffett, he'd say the same thing.
Yep.
He's a billionaire. So,
All right, continuing on from a news article from Jose Oramas. I can say that name. I can pronounce that. That's very good. How to mint your first NFT on OpenSea? Question mark. A step-by-step guide. The non-fungible tokens, NFTs, are becoming an essential part of the digital landscape. They are unique and non-interchangeable crypto assets issued on the blockchain. And the most popular ones are on Ethereum and Solana. As of 2020.
Before we get too far into this one, John, I'm trying to interrupt too much. This is a rather long, it's actually exceptionally long article, because it's a how-to. And I honestly think that we should leave this to people who
That's right.
want to figure out how to do this. We can talk about the ideas of minting NFTs on OpenSea, but really this is something people should be doing for themselves, in my opinion.
Right. Okay, yeah. This is the article, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally forgot about it.
If
you didn't stop me, I would have kept going. Okay.
We did talk about this pre-show, and we were talking about the possibility of skipping over it.
Right. So just really quick, little headers. How to mint your first NFTs on OpenSea. It's a good one on CryptoPotato.com. Check it out. What is NFT minting? Question mark. There's your answer there. How to make money selling your NFT on OpenSea. There's answers there. How to mint your first NFT on OpenSea? Question mark. There's obviously you need a MetaMask wallet. That's pretty much the popular one. And connecting your MetaMask if you want some step-by-step guide on how to do that. There it is. There's some screenshots on how to do it. Creating an NFT collection. Yeah, not difficult. Well, I mean, yeah, there you go. Get yourself a potato.
We could dedicate an entire show to this, so we don't really need to go into it. Just it was one article.
Right.
There's a lot of things to talk about, and it's too much to talk about in this. So let's just move on to Elon Musk's article there with Dimitar's.
Sounds good. Let's see. Closing words on NFTs, stack sats and hodl. Okay, let's see. Elon Musk. Written by Dimitar. Oh shoot! How'd you pronounce it again?
Zanzorov.
Dimitar Zanzorov. Okay. Elon Musk. Cryptocurrencies are not perfect, but are better than anything else we have seen. Okay. Today, Tesla's CEO Elon Musk opined that digital assets could reduce the error in the money database. In this view, cryptocurrencies are not ideal, but they are fundamentally better than any other financial product. The entrepreneur once again claimed that Bitcoin's main use case is a store of wealth, while Dogecoin is better suited for payments. Let's see. During a recent interview with Lex Friedman, one of the most influential individuals in the cryptocurrency space, Elon Musk, reiterated his support towards the digital asset industry. According to him, the current financial system based on fiat currencies is far from perfect, since the government can dilute the money supply with their mass printing and cause inflation. On the other hand, cryptocurrencies are a technological innovation that takes us into the 21st century. Unlike many people who characterize money as having power, Musk believes it should be viewed through the lens of information theory. He opined that the technology behind cryptocurrency seems like the most effective form of transaction. Quote, think of money as a database for resource allocation across time and space. In what form should that data system be most effective? However, the business magnate,
Magnet.
he's a magnet.
Magnate.
Magnate disagreed with the statement that Bitcoin and the alternative coins are ideal. They are simply the best form of finance that has occurred. What? Let me read that again. They are simply the best form of finance that has occurred until now. Let's see. I am not Satoshi. Musk once again reject. Did I skip something?
Oh, that's right.
Okay. Well, what's this up here? What's going on? Oh, that advertisement throws me off. Oh, I see.
Hey, aren't you? This is the thing that throws me for it. Is like we're doing this, obviously in the browser,
Mhm.
but I thought you were on. That's right. Never mind. I'm thinking of something else. Imagine how pretty this would be if you weren't doing it on Brave. That's what I'm saying. Continue on. My bad.
I'm not saying that it is the ideal system for a currency, but I think it actually is just fundamentally better than anything anything else I've seen. I am not Satoshi, which is unfortunate. Musk once again rejected the theory that he is the anonymous creator of Bitcoin. According to him, Nick Szabo, a computer scientist and a cryptographer known for his research in digital currencies, is most likely to be that person. Quote, I don't know who created Bitcoin for practical purposes, but the evolution of ideas is pretty clear before that, and it seems like Nick Szabo is probably more than anyone else responsible for the evolution of those ideas. In any case, Tesla's CEO opined that the creator's name is not that important as the technology they invented. Not long ago, Dr. Saifedean Amunos opined somewhat similarly. You use the wheel every day, but you don't know who invented the wheel. And we use a lot of things every day, not because we trust the guy who invented them, but because they have a proven track record. He said, "That is damn good. I like that." Bitcoin versus Doge. Subsequently, the entrepreneur compared the two of the most popular cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin and Dogecoin. Despite being created as a joke, the latter has some merits over the former, Musk claimed. It does have much higher transaction volumes capability than Bitcoin. The cost of doing a transaction, the Dogecoin fee, is very low. If you want to do a Bitcoin transaction, the price of doing that transaction is very high. So you could not use it effectively for most things. At the same time, the primary cryptocurrency is a store of wealth. People want to hold it as most likely its value will increase in the future, Musk concluded. Yes. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm not much of a Doge holder. They're so gonna kill me. They're gonna get me. They're gonna get me. I already know.
I like the Doges. I used to live next door to a Shiba Inu, one of my houses I lived at. So I had the pleasure of seeing a live Doge every single day. I know technically Doge could imply any dog, but it was neat seeing a Shiba Inu all the time. Yeah, I am a Doge holder, and I am a Doge lover. So of them Doges. Continuing on, actually, this is another technical analysis I'm going to skip. Go on to Jordan Lyanchev's Decline in retail interest. Bitcoin Google searches drop to yearly lows. Oh, whoa, oh, low is me. Retail interest in primary cryptocurrency seems to be fading as worldwide Google searches for Bitcoin have dropped to yearly lows. It is the end of the year. People are looking forward to the new year to get away from this COVID crap. Please don't blink us out, Google, just because I said that word. In contrast, the NFT queries continue to increase, reaching an all-new time high recently. Google searches are typically a good indicator of preferences and behavior of retail investors. This is particularly true for the cryptocurrency industry. The number of queries on a world's largest search engines usually follows the price fluctuations of the ever volatile digital assets and Bitcoin in particular. However, it has its exceptions. For example, the searches reached a yearly high in mid-May after the asset had already peaked at $65,000, and right around the time when Elon Musk outlined his energy consumption fears and China reiterated its flat-out ban on BTC and mining. The subsequent price retracement was mimicked by a decline of the searches before they headed upwards during the late October rally and the launch of the first ever futures Bitcoin ETF in the United States. Now, though, the queries have dropped to their lowest position this year. This comes amid BTC's lack of success in reclaiming the $50,000 mark. At the same time, the buy Bitcoin searches have also declined and are long away from the January and February peaks. And here is a chart of exactly those kinds of things. While the interest in Bitcoin seems to be missing, non-fungible tokens have taken a major stage, the main stage. The industry is arguably the most improved in terms of adoption, investment, new products, and everything in between. It has seen the entrance of countless prominent individuals and businesses outside the cryptocurrency space, from musicians and actors to politicians and sports people. As it allows for fans to enhance their engagement with their favorite celebrities, it's no wonder that the NFT Google searches have been on the uptrend for the majority of the year. They reached an all-time high recently, as Crypto Potato reported, and have remained at such a high level ever since, as you can see from this chart, being almost pretty much the opposite of the prior one. Mm-hmm. So, this is, I don't know if this is good or bad, because NFTs are so not perfectly tied to Ethereum, but pretty heavily tied to Ethereum, even though NFTs can be minted on almost any network. So great, NFTs are up and Bitcoin's down.
Money laundering, bro. Money laundering. Telling you, man.
You just keep going on about that. That's funny.
All right. Next news written by, let's see, Chayanika Dika.
I'm not sure if it's Deka. Probably Deka, because the English language. Right. No, it would be Dika, because it's only one E. Anyways, let's ask her and see how she pronounces her name.
Yep. Cardano and Ripple will fall out of the top 10 2022 predictions from Arcane Research. Even as the year proved to be a defining moment for Bitcoin, it found itself on the sidelines as the astonishing rally came to a halt recently. At the same time, many altcoins, some previously obscure, came to the fore, including meme coins. However, Arcane Research outlined the possible change in the upcoming year, which could turn the tides around. The biggest winner? Arcane Research rightly notes in its most recent report that 2021 was a year of ups and downs, but mostly ups. For example, Bitcoin outperformed both the stock market and gold despite cruising through an incredibly volatile year. However, altcoins such as Binance Coin inevitably stole the show as BNB emerged as the best performer of the three biggest cryptocurrencies by market cap, fetching gains of more than 1,300%. It wasn't only BNB that crushed the market leader. With a 455% increase, Ethereum significantly outperformed Bitcoin with respects to price performance. As the crypto analytic and research firm noted, 2021 has been one long altcoin season and the year for layer ones. However, one of the boldest predictions made by Arcane for next year is that Ripple XRP and Cardano ADA may fall out of the top 10 leaderboard. The once third largest crypto by market value, XRP has fallen from the leading position partly due to the ongoing Ripple SEC tussle. Cardano, on the other hand, has shown immense potential, owing to significant upgrades. Its surge, however, paused and proved most unimpressive in Q4. Layer 1 emergence. Layer 1 networks such as Solana, Avalanche, Terra Luna, Phantom, and Harmony gained traction, stripping Ethereum off its indisputable position as the DeFi leader. Outperformance by these networks is likely to carry on in the year to come, according to Arcane. And these smart contracts platforms will continue to abstract users as well as funds from the Ethereum ecosystem. Hence, a surge in the price of the respective native tokens in 2022 wouldn't be surprising either. The internet is a strange place, but the cryptocurrency space is even weirder. The year witnessed most out-of-the-box and straight-up bizarre tokens go on incredible rallies. While Bitcoin demonstrated massive strength throughout, the market sentiment turned from extreme greed to fear. As a result, investors resorted to rotating into altcoins thanks to Elon Musk, the techno king of Tesla. Dogecoin, the OG meme coin, finally found credence. Riding on its coattails, several canine themed tokens popping up. One that stood out and even briefly flipped Musk's favorite was Shiba Inu. And despite the lack of stronger narratives, capital continued to trickle down these joke coins. However, the mini change, Arcane noted that most of these tokens will eventually fade into obscurity, being a historical relic of the absurd times that was 2021. Yes. See?
you agree with somebody finally. Somebody sees the writing on the wall. Okay, so Dimitar Zandarov again. ProShare files with the SEC to launch a Metaverse ETF. Oh my goodness! The first American company to launch a futures-backed Bitcoin exchange-traded fund in the United States has turned its sights toward the Metaverse space, like everyone else. If approved by the SEC, the ETF will track the performance of Solactive Index, or SOMATOV. According to a recent filing of the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, the exchange-traded funds come by the name of ProShares Metaverse Theme ETF. Assuming the American financial regulator greenlights a project, it will be based on the SOMATOV Index. It consists of companies providing services around the metaverse or employing this type of technology. Prominent examples of such firms are the tech giant Apple, the GPUs manufacturer NVIDIA, and the leading social platform Meta, formerly known as Facebook. ProShares is the latest entity seeking to jump on the emerging metaverse space. Not long ago, the world's largest digital asset management firm, Grayscale Investments, predicted that the industry would soon be valued over $1 trillion. $1 trillion. Sorry, Dr. Evil. In addition, Haim Israel, a strategist at Bank of America, believes that the metaverse could boost the cryptocurrency industry to another level. What level would that be? He added that it could cause digital assets to start being employed widely for financial transactions. Todd Rosenbluth, director of ETF and mutual funds research at CFRA, also expects the metaverse universe to keep evolving. You just call it the metaverse universe. I don't know if the metaverse theme has legs, but investors believe in it, given the success of the ETF Meta. We are likely to see products come to the market that offer a unique twist on this long-term theme. ProShares' most significant success this year will launch of the first futures Bitcoin strategy ETF in the USA. Financial product under the ticker BITO started trading on the New York Stock Exchange at the end of October.
Okay. So it looks like there's some stuff going on.
Still going on.
Okay, let's see. How many more do we have here? One, two, three, four. Four more? Okay. Let's go with Bitcoin tumbles below 48K after $300 million liquidated in a day. That's a lot of money. Market watch. But none of it was mine. Bitcoin lost more than 4,000. Oh, this one's written by Jordan Lyanchev. Bitcoin lost more than $4,000 in the past 48 hours after a dump below 48,000. The alternative coin are also in the red again, while with Ethereum trading beneath $3,800 and Solana nosediving by more than 7%. It was just a couple days ago when the landscape around the primary cryptocurrency seemed significantly more bullish. The asset had broken above $50,000 and several unsuccessful attempts and went on to chart a 3-week high of $52,000. This is where the situation changed vigorously as the bears stepped in. Instead of going further north, Bitcoin started to lose value rapidly, resulting in the price light of $249,000, as reported yesterday. After the $3,000 daily drop, BTC only continued heading south. In the past 24 hours, BTC found itself dipping to $47,200, which is the lowest price point since December 21st. As of now, the asset stands just over that level and is nearly 4% down on the day. Somewhat expectedly, this enhanced volatility has resulted in massive pain for over-leveraged traders as the liquidation exceeded $300 million since yesterday. Ouch.
A lot of people lost their shirt. I've been there before. Not on Bitcoin, but yeah. So it started turning south. People are down on Bitcoin. Down. Taking those bears outside. All right, from Mandy Williams, Hong Kong authorities arrest 2 for allegedly laundering the amount of money that was lost yesterday. $385 million via crypto.
They were in NFTs. I bet you they were in NFTs, man.
Yeah, one whole NFT. Anyways, Hong Kong customs officials said Tuesday that they arrested 2 individuals suspected of laundering of money worth over $380 million through their personal bank accounts. Wow, really? And on a crypto trading platform. Arrested. Okay, so the suspect, 28-year-old woman and her 21-year-old brother, were arrested in Yaotong, a residential district of Hong Kong, after customs authorities received intelligence from unknown sources. Following the investigations, the authorities stated that the 2 suspects opened personal accounts between May and November 2020 at several banks in Hong Kong, which includes online banks as well as crypto exchange trading platforms. The duo then moved funds through bank transfers, cash deposits, and cryptocurrency transactions. According to the customs officials, both individuals were arrested for dealing with property known or reasonably believed to represent the proceeds from an indictable offense. With the investigation still ongoing, the siblings have been released on bail. Really? After doing that much, $1/3 billion? Under certain conditions, but further arrests are likely to be made. Suspects are found guilty. They risk spending a maximum of 14 years in prison with a fine of $5 million. I think they can probably afford it, according to Hong Kong laws. As crypto continues to boom and edge toward global adoption, criminals have turned the digital asset space into a playground. Not like they wouldn't have done that anyways. While using it to conduct their illicit acts like money laundering, drug trafficking, and terrorist financing. Last June, Chinese authorities arrested over 1,000 suspects who allegedly used crypto assets to launder illicit funds for telecommunication network fraud activities. In October 2020, a Rotterdam court seized Bitcoin worth around 29 million euros and sentenced 2 Bitcoin traders to 2 to 5 years in prison, probably 2 to 2.5 years in prison for money laundering operations. Meanwhile, as criminals are using crypto as a tool in their illicit activities, regulators around the world are seeking ways to mitigate it. In September, Swiss Financial Markets Supervisor Authority, or FINMA, revealed plans to impose an anti-money laundering rules on crypto providers. Now, it's going to happen. I said, use the analogy before, you wouldn't prosecute the electric company for a person using something, electric toaster to kill somebody. So it's not the fault of the platform. It's the fault of the people using. The point is, people have nefarious purposes, and when it's apparent that there's no regulation, they seem to go hog wild on it.
All right, next one, written by Dimitar. How'd you say it again? Zonzarov.
Zonzarov, yes.
Zonzarov. I gotta say what the really are. Zonzarov. Okay. Ferrari enters the NFT universe by partnering with Swiss blockchain developer. Oh man, how do you say it?
Scuderia Ferrari.
Scuderia Ferrari signed a multi-year partnership with the Swiss technology company Velas Network AG to create non-fungible tokens (NFTs) for its fans. This is the racing team's first interaction with the digital asset industry. While some Formula One rivals have already marked initial steps, in its official statement, the famous sports car maker revealed it is pleased to have Bella's Network AG as an associate. Ferrari and the NFT related firm will provide the fans with a chance to own digital collectibles from March 2022, when the next season of Formula One begins. Here's a little video of let's see, I'm hoping the NFT. Let's check it out. No, apparently not. No. Okay. Just a partnership with Velas and Ferrari. Okay. As part of the deal, Velas will also become a title sponsor of the Ferrari Esports Series, the online mono-brand series of the Prancing Horse and the esport team that will compete in the F1 Championship. Mattia Binotto, general manager and team principal of Scuderia Ferrari, described the Swiss tech firm as an entity that makes innovation and performance the hallmarks of technology, advanced products, and services. In turn, Farhad Sagulovov, CEO and co-founder of Velos Network AG, stated his company has built a next-generation blockchain that puts the emphasis both on sustainability and performance. Partnering with Ferrari, which is an icon of excellence, comes as a natural move, the executive concluded. The Scuderia Ferrari racing division is the most successful team in Formula One. Throughout its history, the Prancing Horse, as it is known amongst its fans, has won the record 16 Formula One Constructors' Championships and 15 Drivers' Championships. The premier formula and motorsports has already dipped its toes in the cryptocurrency universe. In June this year, the popular digital asset exchange Crypto.com became the global partner of Formula One's new Sprint Series for 2021. As part of the deal, the cryptocurrency platform had its logo displayed and the tracks at every race for the remainder of the season. Moreover, Crypto.com also became the official cryptocurrency sponsor and NFT partner of the Sports Car Championship. In October, Ferrari's bitter rival, McLaren Racing, announced the launch of its non-fungible tokens platform where fans and digital art collectors can purchase digital collectibles. The new feature was built on the Tezos blockchain. To celebrate the debut of McLaren Racing collectible platform, the team decided to gift the first digital part of the MCL 35M race car to the first 5,000 fans who joined the initiative. Wow.
Kind of cool.
Dude, that's like a backhand slap to Ferrari. Like, look what we're about to do, man. Pow! There we go. 5,000.
Drop this part. The NFT too. Oh wait, no, just kidding.
I told you that's where all the money's at. It's all there.
So the last article we're going to read tonight, I hope, we'll see. It's also from Jayanika Dika. Alibaba vice chairman and billionaire Joe Tsai likes crypto. He likes it. The Chinese government has gone out of its way to crack down on the crypto crackdown. Despite this, the industry has evolved tremendously and it continues to capture the imagination of many. Joe Tsai, who happens to be the executive vice chairman of the Chinese e-commerce behemoth Alibaba Group, is the latest to share his feelings on Twitter in 3 simple words saying, "I like crypto! Hey, I like crypto!" That's probably not how he sounds. Joe Tsai's latest comment on crypto has created a frenzy in the microblogging space. For the uninitiated, Tsai is a Taiwanese billionaire who owns the Brooklyn Nets, the National Basketball Association, or otherwise known as the NBA, if you didn't know what the National Basketball Association was. Most people know it by its acronym. Interestingly, Brooklyn Nets sharpshooter Kevin Durant happens to be a Coinbase investor. That was the face of Coinbase too, to some degree. The NBA star and his company 35 Ventures recently entered into a strategic partnership with the cryptocurrency exchange. Besides, this isn't the first time Psy has spoken in favor of crypto. In an interview with Sportico's Brendan Coffey back in August, the exec talked about media convergence, sports betting, and crypto. His words were, quote, media, sports betting, crypto, we see all those things converging a little bit, Psy explained. You can't talk about sports betting these days without thinking how it affects your media rights. And maybe for the betting fan base, injecting a little crypto will be interesting. He's not wrong. Look what Crypto.com's doing. Despite Tsai's latest comments on crypto, Alibaba has stayed away from the industry. In September this year, the e-commerce giant announced that it will stop selling specialized mining equipment in response to the People's Bank of China's stringent policy. It's going to suck for Bitmain. Mm-hmm. The company revealed, it might be the reason we talked about those other major purchases. They're like, oh, well, we just leave Alibaba out of this. The company revealed the operations of two categories: blockchain miner accessories and blockchain miners. It also went on to ban all cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, Quarkcoin, and Litecoin across all its platforms. 2021 can be marked as a year when the Chinese war on Bitcoin, why even put BTC in there, and wider cryptocurrency got severe. Crackdown on crypto mining and trading started in May and soon intensified. This was a debilitating blow to the ecosystem of the country. Once a thriving mining scene, the new Titan's policy almost eradicated institutional mining of cryptocurrencies. Hence, it isn't surprising that Alibaba's tryst with crypto may have ended, for now at least. But the Metaverse is a whole different dimension, and the tech giants of the country, including Alibaba, are keen on exploring the opportunities. In fact, several companies have rushed for trademark applications related to the Metaverse.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Sounds exciting. Metaverse. Everybody go Metaverse. That's more money in Metaverse.
Woo, that's where you're smuggling all the monies. I'm just joking. All right. I think, hey, this is our first time using Crypto Potato. It's different. It's different.
Yep.
We just got to get used to it.
Shorter.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a bit shorter articles.
If you want to check it out, definitely go to cryptopotato.com. See what they got going on. All right. What time is it, Jake?
It's that time again to talk about the plug. Oh, sorry. We appreciate everybody listening and watching us on YouTube and on Anchor or other podcast places. If you appreciate us as much as we appreciate you, we'd appreciate a like and subscribe if you'd like to continue listening to our show. You can hit the notification bell, and we post every Wednesday and Sunday, and sometimes Thursdays, particularly this Thursday. We will be having yet another interview. You can check us out on Discord, and we have a new market that's just come up on Discord. You can even, as you participate on Discord, you can get C3 Media tokens. Just go on there and post, and we will reward you with C3 Media tokens. So come out and participate in our Discord channel, our server rather. We're also on Patreon. You can get the $3, $5, $10. The higher you go, the more stuff you get. And if you want to support any other way, we appreciate donations of cryptocurrency, in particular Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance, at or Raven. All the descriptions, all the information is in the description below.
I was going to try to pull up CryptoTree, but it doesn't come up. Okay, yeah, with that said, Cryptonauts, until next time, stack sats and hodl. Adios. Wait, we got 10 more seconds. 10 more seconds. All right, Jake, say something. Hey,
I don't have 10 seconds. Just cut it off. Cut it off.
I like crypto. I like crypto. I like crypto.